Hi guys, I just wanted to show how good the weight transfer system on the Ventrac 4200 and 4500 series works. What I got here in front of me is a trencher attachment. It's actually made by Steiner. This is a TH300, and according to the book it weighs 395 pounds. In this case it's not so much the weight, it's the fact that the weight is placed out off the front of the machine. When you combine the trencher, the pallet, and the forks, you probably come up somewhere around 460 pounds. Anyhow, this is a 395 pound attachment, and its heaviest part is out here and here. When this is mounted on the machine, the heavy parts are right off the hitch, which makes it much easier to pick up. Now, don't mind these pallet forks. I made these out of scrap steel. When I made them, there was nothing available to purchase, but they work. They slide in and out like a regular set. So anyhow, the point of this video was just to show how well Ventrac's weight transfer system works. We know how the setup works, but you can actually see it in this case. I've got this trencher in the air, and I can drive anywhere I want to drive with it. I don't have any extra weight in the back, and like I said, I'm probably about 450 to 500 pounds all together. The pallet forks, the pallet itself, and the trencher, and that weight's way out front. So with the weight transfer system engaged fully, that's as I have it now, I can pick this thing up just like I did here. Without the weight transfer system on, I cannot pick this pallet up. I can get it light, I can scuff it along the ground a little bit, but I cannot pick it up. And I'm gonna show that shortly. So that's all I wanted to show here. Was it does make a big difference. And here is the weight transfer setup. And as you can see, the chains are down. They're slack on this side, which means they're tight in here. What that basically means is the spring inside is stretching, and it's actually helping to pull and lift the front end up. That's kind of hard to see. I'm going to try to get in there. You can see that spring right there, and that spring is attached up here, right there, and it's helping to lift this weight. And if it wasn't for those springs, this machine could not lift this attachment. You can see both sides are like that, and the spring here is much easier to see. And it's not stretched much, but it's enough. It makes a difference. So as you can see, this thing's in the air. I'm going to demonstrate that you cannot pick this thing up without having this engaged fully. Okay, I'm going to start the machine and show you how I can pick this up. Now, again, we have the weight transfer set on maximum, both sides. Here we go. See, it struggles, but it does pick it up, and picks it up all the way. So we'll do it again. This time we will take off the weight transfer. Okay, now we're going to take the weight transfer off. To do that, we have to let the pallet down, back out of it, and lift up all the way, and then we can release these chains and drop them down. So let's do that now. You can see that's all the way up, and it wouldn't do that before. Well, if it did, it wouldn't be good anyway, but that's because of the weight transfer. At the very top there is none, so that's why it wouldn't do it. It's pretty simple. So we're going to take this chain, lift it up, and we're going to retract it. Now I believe, and I don't know for sure because I don't own one, on the 4500 series they've simplified this process and made it a lot easier, but I know it retains the same system. Now you can see the weight transfer has been removed. We have slack on the back side of the spring, where it hooks to the spring itself. So we won't have weight transfer there. Now we'll do the same thing to the other side. We'll try it again. Like I said, I believe the newer models have a better system. This is an older machine. This is a 2006. And the way Ventrac builds these, I know they want to sell new machines, but they build them to last. So, and from what I've been told, this particular model has the 31 LC engine from Briggs Vanguard, which is actually a Daihatsu. And this engine is a bulletproof anvil. It's not good on fuel, but it's a great engine. So now we got this side, same thing. We won't be having any weight transfer. So we are going to try this again now. Go back in, we'll try to pick the pallet up. We're going to drive in to the pallets and try to pick them back up. Now we have no weight transfer. And I'll show you how you know that for sure. When you float the lever without weight transfer, it goes right down. So that confirms we have no weight transfer. Our attachment's on the ground. So now we'll try to pick it up. Okay, we're all the way in it again. We're going to try to pick it up. We're going to use full throttle and full lift. You can clearly see I can get it off the dirt into the grass, but I cannot lift it. I'll let it down now. And it just shows you I had to back it up about 1 inch and the front wouldn't really come off. So it just goes to show you just how much difference that weight transfer system makes. That's a sizable difference. That's a difference between being able to move this thing around freely and to not pick it up at all. So when they say the weight transfer doesn't matter, it does. And when you're using your mower deck or other attachments that are powered and they work in the dirt and grass, this weight transfer is important. It keeps weight from the mower deck on the front tires, and that keeps them, you know, down on the ground and keeps them getting traction. Very important on a side hill, especially with duals or singles. You will slide down a hill sideways if you do not have weight transfer on and you don't use the lever yourself manually. So anyhow, that's all I wanted to show. Okay, now we're gonna put the weight transfer back on again. Just like that. Like this. That's one side. It's easier to put it on than to take it off. And some days it's simple, some days it fights you. Okay. Weight transfer is back on fully. And I'll show you another way you know. Because now with that on, if you float this lever, that's float, your attachment stays up. That right there staying up only because of those springs. The weight transfer system is holding that up. The lever's in float. I can overcome this with my body weight, and when I get off it, it goes right back up. See? That's the assist being given by those springs. So all the weight of the forks has been negated and wiped out by the springs. They've more than compensated for the weight. It's floating up in the air with the springs, with the forks on it. So that's the lifting capacity we pick up. That little bit is enough to pick that up. So we'll do it again. We'll pick it up right now. And I'll move it this time where it's got to go. Now you have to actually power down. Floating's not enough. It won't go down. We're in. Right up, no problem. We're gonna stop and grab my tripod and go to the backyard. And this weight's not too much for the machine. It doesn't want to lift up or get light. It's not a problem. But otherwise, it could not pick it up. Get these forks off. We're gonna flip this lever and they should come right off. Just like that. We're out. Like I said, these are homemade. I made them about 5 years ago. I never even finished them, but they work. Ugly, but they work.